Well, it's not a bad headline for your CV. Chris Hemsworth, stunt double, but the job involves cuts, bruises and the odd herniated disc.
It's what Bobby Holland-Hanton has endured for more than 7 years as he's worked with the Aussie actor, performing some of his most dangerous stunts in Thor and the Avengers. Now, Bobby is sharing his secrets for staying in shape. I'm certainly listening, and getting a body like Thor, or maybe just a Thor body. And Bobby Holland-Hanton joins us now from London. Bobby, good morning. You started your athletic career as a gymnast at the age of 4. So when did you first start thinking about a career as a stuntman and a body double?
Yeah, so I was a gymnast from the age of 4, and I stopped competing for Great Britain when I was 17. I then played semi-professional football for a couple of years, and then there was an ad in the local paper to audition for Legoland high diving and acrobatic stunt show. So I auditioned, did that for a while. So I did a lot of live shows at the beginning, and I did a few commercials, and then obviously the stunts came after that. A friend of mine that's also a stunt guy, used to be a gymnast as well, Marvin Campbell, did Casino Royale, and I kind of was like, I know that guy. You know, I looked into the process of becoming a professional stunt performer in the UK and started training when I was about 21.
Wow, so you're just a little bit experienced then, Bobby.
Yeah, I feel old now. I feel a veteran. It's been 11 years, so yeah, I feel old now.
Right. Is there a point where your body gives up?
I don't think it gives up. I just think that the knocks and the hits, they last a bit longer than just shaking them off when I was a little bit younger. But, I mean, it's part and parcel of the job. It is what it is.
Yeah.
You know, we put things in place to make it as safe as possible, but there is always that element of danger, and you do pick up injuries along the way, you know.
Bobby, in this morning's papers here in Australia, there's a massive shot of Chris Hemsworth saying that he's 2019 world's hottest man. What is the pressure like to have to be his stunt double?
Yeah, I mean, he's a real life god. It's so difficult. I mean, I've stunt doubled for lots of actors, but Chris is by far the hardest to stunt double for. He's 6'3", I'm 6'1", so I have to wear 2-inch lifts in my boots. So it's almost like doing stunts in high heels. And he's constantly shredded. I mean, I have to train twice a day, 6 days a week, and especially if we're doing Thor or Avengers, it's a job in itself. You know, training twice a day, eating maybe 8 meals a day, 2 of those are protein shakes. So it's full
wow.
on. It's
so
difficult.
Is that how he lives his life all the time?
I just think he's a one-off. He literally, like I said, he's a god. He's a one-off. I think he was made out of stone. It's ridiculous. I mean, he trains very, very hard. Don't get me wrong, but he is. Yeah, I mean, he's in ridiculous shape, and he's in ridiculous shape all the time. So yeah, he maintains it. It's great.
That's a big admission, 2-inch lifts in the shoes as well. Wow.
Yeah, welcome to our world. Welcome to women's world, having to do hard things in heels.
Now,
Bobby, I've been recently and, in fact, repeatedly accused of letting myself go a bit, so I'm going to take some notes here. Run us through your tips for staying in shape, will you?
My tip straight away would be to get the Centre app. Come on, guys, it's Chris's app that you know, all of us are involved in, and there's so many amazing trainers on there with all different styles of training, stuff with no weights, stuff you can do at home, and then you've got all the world-class chefs on there as well. So that would be my first tip: get on the Centre app. Yeah, it's the diet is, I'd say, is 80% of it. If you can stick to a good, clean, strict diet, then you know that the rest of it, the other 20% is then the training.
You can't just get on the app, you have to do the things on the app
I know,
as well.
it's disappointing. It's like not just buying the gym clothes.
You've got to use it. Downloading an app's pretty easy.
Yeah,
I can do that.
Apparently you've got to do the other stuff too. The bit that I wondered whether you might be able to talk to my bosses about is you also suggest that you have a power nap in the day, that's really good for your health.
Yeah, I mean, if you can, it's very difficult. I mean, especially if sometimes we're on, you know, we get to work at 5 a.m, we leave at 9 p.m. By the time we get home, it's a real long day. So sometimes it's not feasible to have a nap, but if there is a chance to get 15 minutes after training and a lunch break, then I will try and get 15 minutes. It does really help. Just reboot the body.
This sounds easy. Download an app and have a nap.
And just have a sleep. Yeah. And look, you can look like Thor. How awesome!
I'm
Bobby,
around
you're
it.
a miracle
Thanks,
worker.
There's a little bit more to it than that, but yeah, just start off getting the app.
Bobby, it's been lovely to talk to you. Thanks you so
guys.
much.
Thank you very much. Always a pleasure. Thanks.